Politicians ponder, people remember. Most of the homes destroyed were in Catholic areas. A punishment, say the Protestants, for IRA sniping. But on both sides it was the innocent who suffered. Catholic voices in the shattered homes near the Falls Road.
And when we cleared out and when we came back on Saturday morning, in the early hours of Saturday morning, our homes were all burned.
You just got out?
We just got out.
You were frightened?
Oh, certainly you'd be frightened. Anybody would be frightened, wouldn't they?
You say that you're all innocent, but there's an IRA slogan on that wall there.
We have absolutely nothing to do with IRA. There are people about here. We all lived in harmony for years and years. And if there was IRA, why is all these homes all burnt down?
What about those people over there? That's just over there. That's the
yes.
That's the Protestant street.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you know people there?
Yes, they were all our good neighbours. We're all in friends, the best of friends with them all.
Were those the people that came in?
Not at all. Not as far as I know. I wouldn't blame those people.
Who did this? Who do you think did this to your house?
Well, I suppose it was a host. It wasn't the Protestant element that lives around Cooper Street around there. They come from a distance. There was no Protestant that I knew that done this. Do you know what I mean? I dare say, like, with Paisley agitation and different things, would be responsible for a lot of it. But I know no individual Protestant that would lay out their accounts, personally myself, to do this. I think the British government's quite capable of bringing about peace here. With the military, I think that. They're the only ones can do it. There's been comparative peace here, although all this wrecks here, since the military came in.
Do you want revenge on the
No, I do not. No, I do not want revenge. I have met awful decent Protestants in my time, worked with them, and never one of them done me a bad turn. And Protestants have played a great part in Irish history.
The people just can't take any more. No. Through this year, I might lose my job and all that. I don't care. It might even be maybe found in a wagon someday. You know?
What you want is rule from London?
Not rule from London at the moment until this is all quietened down. Just at the moment until this is all sorted out.
Jack Lynch seems to suggest that you want rule from Dublin. Is that what you want?
Jack Lynch doesn't give two damns about the people here, you know. That's putting it quite bluntly to you. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about them at all. He's just making his effort. He's a politician like a whole lot of... The politicians take a whole lot away. All of them. Out completely before this place will go up anyway.
The majority of people in Northern Ireland do not want to be mixed in with the Irish Republic. I think...
Majority Catholics?
The majority of people, the majority of the population. I think, though, in the end, maybe we'll not see it, but I think it will be inevitably the answer to this by being all together with Protestant and Catholic representation in the whole country.
People in this country are armed thugs. When policemen can stand on a Shankill Road and hand out guns and ammunition to people and show them how to use them.
I don't know if that is absolutely true.
Well,
now, you don't know if these facts are true.
It is true.
But this sort of talk does make people, if you go around with that sort of talk, it makes people want to arm themselves and defend themselves. But we don't. Yes, I know, but it wasn't guns done that. It was hooligans throwing petrol bombs done that.
Young lads at 14 and 15 years of age who tried to stop them with stones.
I was one of the ones that tried to stop them with stones.
Was shot. He was just buried today.
I know him. I lived beside him.
He was shot and wounded in the shoulder, and he was lying on the ground. And this big brave man with a shotgun come up and just stuck it in the stomach and pulled the trigger, and he's just as dead as Hector. And he's just walking about scot-free, whoever he is, and I hope he roasts in hell.
They have been consigning their dead to heaven all this week in Belfast. Trooper McCabe, a Catholic, was a soldier in the British Army on leave when he was shot dead. The Protestants say he was manning a machine gun. His neighbours say he was helping people to shelter. Truth is another victim of Ulster's hate. Like the majority of Catholics, most Protestants are sick of the killing. But somehow Belfast seems caught in a terrible march to suicide. Mr. Ian Paisley has called for the reforming of the Ulster Volunteers of 1912, which is a call to arms. Even on a funeral, his supporters push to the brink.
Clear away somewhere else. Clear away somewhere else.
Without going into all the causes of it, I mean, do you think that all the wrong is on one side, and has been?
Well, most of it has been on the wrong side. Agitation from the other side of the border. That's where all agitation comes from.
There is agitation for civil rights and things like that. Would you think those should be granted?
I don't approve of these people on the streets at all.
No, but do you think that some of the grievances that they talk about should be righted?
Well, I don't think there's a great lot to be ratified. If everybody would settle down and think what they have at the present time, they'll find out they were better off.
I'll ask you, our friend here was saying that he hoped that perhaps out of all this, relations in this area might improve. In fact, do you think that's possible? No? Thank you. Can we look forward? What do you think is going to happen in the future? Is this the end of it?
Well, to me, the future can only rest on two things. That is the political leaders of the opposition to recognise the Constitution of Northern Ireland, and also for the Roman hierarchy in this country to recognise the Constitution of Northern Ireland. It's all very well for Cardinal Conway and all these Roman Catholic bishops and all the ecumenical leaders saying peace, peace. There'll never be peace until these people recognise that Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom and will remain so.